What's up guys, I'm Paintball Dad. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I am very excited for this video. I am going to be doing another mask dye, and I have a new mask that I've never really tried before. I have a JT Flex 8. For the past year or so, I've been using a JT Pro Flex, and I dyed this mask myself. I got it in pure white, just like this mask right here, and I dyed it with liquid RIT dye. This is the same color that I used. I'm gonna use the same color because I like the color that I have right here, kind of like a minty kind of green. Now, the last time I did this dye process, I think I used the whole bottle of RIT, and so this actually was a much darker color at the beginning. And then over time, from exposure to the sun, it kind of lightened up. I like this lighter effect, this lighter color that it is right now. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe use like a quarter of the bottle and see if I can get that lighter color on this new mask. Now, before I get into the dye process, let me talk about some of the differences between these two masks. The Pro Flex is like the iconic paintball mask. Everybody from rookies to pros use the Pro Flex. It's one of the most versatile masks because you can take apart like almost all the pieces. Like the visor comes off, the lens obviously comes out, the frame of the lens you can change out as well, this white part right here. You can take off the bottoms, you can change out the ears. There's a lot of customizability in this mask. These little rivets right here, I even got custom colored. And so the Flex 8 has a little bit less customizability, but it's still a very good quality mask, and it still does have some options that you can change out, like the visor, like the lens frame, and then of course the outside shell as well, except the ears and the bottom frame are all one piece. That's probably the biggest difference in terms of customization options. Another big difference is that this mask is a lot slimmer. So if you're trying to slim down your profile, you might actually prefer the Flex 8. It might be a little bit hard to tell from me holding them side to side. Let me actually put it on. So you see how far this comes out. And then I'm going to put on the Flex 8. This is much more narrow. I can feel like it's like right up on my face, but it's not uncomfortable. It's just barely touching the side of my face. But if you're trying to slim down your profile, then this is a very good mask option. The other big difference between the Flex 8 and the Pro Flex is that the Flex 8 has a hard bottom, where the Pro Flex has a soft bottom. Now, a lot of players like the soft bottom. It's pretty cool, and a lot of players throughout the history of paintball have done this thing where they'll flip up the bottom of the mask just to give a little bit of extra style points, and I think it does help a little bit with the projection of your voice, so there's nothing obstructing the travel of your voice. But if you're looking for something with a little extra protection, then the Flex 8 is a very good option. And I will admit, the past couple of weeks I've been taking a couple hits to the face while I've been playing. One time I was talking and I got shot right on my mouth, and I felt like the paintball hit my tongue. Like, it felt like it just directly hit my tongue. My tongue went numb. So I'm kind of looking for a different option in masks right now. So anyways, I'm excited to get this process going, so I'm not going to talk about these, masks anymore. I'm just going to get right down to the process. Let me show you guys what I'm going to do. Alright, so here's my mask. Here's the lens that I'm eventually going to put into it. Now, here is the dye that I have. I've got RIT Dye More Synthetic, Peacock Green. Let's go over the directions really quick. So, shake well before using, wear rubber gloves, add water to a stainless steel pot, heat water on stove just below boiling, ideally water temperature, yada yada, maintain temperature, okay. Add 1 teaspoon of liquid dish detergent, add dye, mix well, submerge, unfolded wet fabric, so that's if we're using a fabric. Stir consistently for 30 minutes. That's pretty much all I did last time. I added a little bit of dish soap to the mix. I kept it at a low boil and I let it sit for about 30 minutes, and it came out pretty much exactly how I wanted it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do this time. Alright, so last time I used these kebab skewers to kind of stick them through the mask and hold them above the pot at the right level that I wanted. So I'm going to do that again. Now I just need to make sure that the water level is where I want it to be. Okay, so I just took out the frame, and I'll be honest, I really hope I can remember how the heck I just did this, because I kind of just guessed on how to take it apart. But it seems to be off and without anything broken. But the reason I did this is because I don't want to melt away the glue that's holding this cushion into the frame while this, you know, boiling process is going on. So now I just have the Flex 8 frame by itself that's going to be dyed, and I also took apart the visor. So I'm going to dye the visor and the frame, or the, you know, the mask frame, but not the lens frame. Okay, so using the kebab skewers, I think I found the perfect level that I'm looking for. So right here I have it so that the ears are not submerged. The ears are going to stay white. Obviously the top part of the frame is going to stay white as well. And the grill, the mouth part, is going to get dyed all the way up until the nose. And that's pretty much where I want it to end, I think. We'll see how it looks after it comes out, but I think this is where I want it. So now I'm going to start adding the color. I'm going to add just like 1/4 of the bottle, see how that goes. Also, this just occurred to me, but it would be really helpful to have like a good throwaway type towel that you don't care about anymore to have on standby to place your item once it comes out of the boiling water. And here we go, peacock green. Let's try and guesstimate 1/4 of the bottle. That feels like it might be 1/4. Let's give it a try. Stir, stir, stir. Yeah, it looks like it's turning a good color of green. I like that. Let me stir it for another few seconds and then we'll turn on the heat. And like I said, this is a good reason to have the towel, because I don't want to get any dye on the countertops. Don't forget to stir. Okay, so I adjusted it a little bit after just 10 minutes, and this is what I see so far. It's getting a little bit of green, like a very light minty green. I like that so far. But let's give it some more time. Okay, so 15 minutes has passed. Let's take a look at what we're working with here. Ooh, I like that. And I managed to get a little bit of that fading effect again, because I changed the levels like after like 5 minutes or so. I changed the positioning of the kebab so that I could raise it a little bit. So yeah, it's getting definitely darker on the bottom, lighter on the top. Let's keep it in for like maybe another 5 minutes. Let's see how it comes out. And I have the visor actually sitting at the bottom right now. Alright, we are at 20 minutes. Let's see how it's looking right now. Whew, that steam is killing my hand. Gosh, But it's definitely got some deep color in there. I think I'm liking it where it is right now. Damn it. That's really hot on my hand, that steam. I think I'm actually going to take it out right now. Okay, so after 20 minutes of sitting in that dye bath, I am done. This is the new Flex 8 that I have. This is my old JT Pro Flex. Now, they do look different right now. That's because when I first dyed this Pro Flex, it was the same exact shade as this one. Then over the time, from sun exposure, it started to lighten up. I expect the same thing to happen to this one, and I'm looking forward to it, because I do like this color a little bit better. If you look closely, the top part of the grill right there is the same shade that I have right there. I really should have taken this out maybe a little bit sooner so I could have gotten that same color more throughout, but I'm still happy with the way it looks right now. And here's how it looks on my head. I really like the slimmer profile and the added stiff protection around the mouth. I can't wait to wear this at practice. So anyways, I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. Let me know what you guys think of this color, and don't forget to like and subscribe.